I mean, if I get any opportunity to land back in Bangladesh, I always do that. This is the love that I have for Bangladesh. You should understand that. And throughout my career, Bangladeshis always showed and spread a lot of love to me. So I would never miss an opportunity to come back to Bangladesh. That is one. Secondly, and I've been part of the BPL. I heard is, I've seen over the period of time, and I heard that BPL is doing great. I finally had the opportunity to come back here to be the part of it, and at the same time, it'll be so much. I'll be grateful. It'll be so much fun that if I come along with the team in a month or so and pass on to the things that I've learned, especially when it comes to fast bowling, motivating the players and giving them few tricks how to win matches and basically to elevate their attitude when it comes to fast bowling. I think Taskin is one of them that has been bowling very honestly, and he's looking very good. He's looking sharp. He's looking focused. My job is going to be probably to give confidence in terms of how to win matches, and to basically through Dhaka Capitals, I like to reconnect with the Bangladeshis, the most beautiful nation in the world. I want to reconnect.
Thank you. পরবর্তী প্রশ্নটি শুনবো স্যার প্লিজ স্টেট ইউর
We as brothers, I mean, though we lost a great game of cricket against you guys back in '99, I was playing that match, but for onwards, I've seen the growth of Bangladeshi cricket. With a lot of ups and downs, with a lot of changes in the Paks in Bangladeshi boards. The lot of the country situation at times. You guys could not be settled down, but you have a very honest team who wants to win. And the more the more of the fact is that, the Bangladeshi people are fanatic about their players, right? And they love their cricket. And then when I see Bangladesh doing well, it always gives me a greatest pleasure to my heart. I always praise Bangladesh, India, everyone, the smaller nation, even Afghanistan. I always make sure that, the other associate members and the smaller teams and not in the top 5 teams, they do better. I make sure that, I encourage them. But the pace battery that you're talking about, I think is looking good. And I really hope that, they make it far in the World Cup. And they hope the Bangladesh has to be the force in the coming World Cup, which is happening in India and Sri Lanka. I hope they are one of the greatest force to reckon with, and I hope they really go far, because this is one of the most exciting national team, and I want Bangladesh to to win that, or somehow manage to climb up the ladder and to win the World Cup somehow. So I think its units are looking good, and since our first time in Dhaka for me and Dhaka Capitals, and me and Mezan were talking about which players that we need to focus on and various things, and I think it's looking good. And I'm definitely come back in mid of Jan to spend some time with the players, and I'll try to pass on my knowledge that I have. But so far, Bangladesh national team looking good, and I wish them best of luck. Many's, I always believe, when they just came to Pakistan and won the series, I watched that series very closely. There is a lot of people that are in the corners, and I certainly like Leighton Das. I think he is a very brutal force, and you have a top of the order, the lefty, forgetting his name, but they're looking good too, yeah. But I think the Bangladesh needs to create some magic now in the coming World Cup. If the Bangladesh able to, he's one of the finest team in the T20 format when it comes to Bangladesh. I mean, they're just going to have a belief that they can go far and they can win the tournaments and win the big finals. They got to have a belief somehow.
Arifin.
A best memory. And what do you think about the World Cup? What do you think about World Cup, that who will be
as well? So would you rate him among top 5 seamers in Southeast Asia right now?
Dhaka Capitals, I think the opportunity came up came to me a few months back, and you must understand. I had immense respect for Bangladesh, and I would never lose any opportunity to come back and meet and greet with the Bangladeshis. I think they're most fantastic people. They are the most fantastic people on the planet, and they have immense love for me. So I thought, it'll be a great idea to reconnect with the Bangladeshis. And since they loved me a lot, I think I should participate and give some of my experience back to Bangladesh and share some stories and my experiences to the youngsters and make sure to motivate them and then to inspire them and to become something which is unbelievable. I think Naid, one is those that you're talking about, Taskin is you're talking about, and I think Bumrah is right there. I think Shine Shah is there, and Naseem Shah is there, and other couple of fast bowlers are coming up in Pakistan. They are really quick. I'm sure one day I really want, someone who comes along who breaks my speed record, and he has bowled as bad, as fast, as hurtful as possible in coming years. That's what I like to see. Hats off to Mitchell Stark, and the way he bowled for another 15, 16 years. I think I really want people to, my kind of fast bowlers that comes in who terrorize the batsmen, and we hurt them, he takes wickets, so we can bring the craze back into cricket by the fast bowling, and that's what I like to see. And I also request to the ICC to relax the laws of the fast bowling, allow about at least for 3 to 4 bounces in an over, and use only one cricket ball, and lower the total, and then bring the excitement back into the cricket. That's what I like to see.
Atif bhai.
Shoaib bhai, I'm from Creek.
Language.
Mane Bangla.
Bangla. Dhakaya Bangla.
Ate Bangla, yeah. I learn my language. I love this language. I love this language. I would like to learn few words, please. Not from you, from her. So I like to learn this Bangla language, and I believe we used to speak that language back in the days, and it's a beautiful language. But it'll be nice. It'll be nice. I can understand some of it, and I try to speak it. If they keep me long enough, I'll probably learn the whole language.
Yasin bhai.
Hello, sir.
My advice to any fast bowler: enjoy yourself. The long run, the long hair, the open chest shirt, the long beard or the mustache, Enjoy that moment. Every step of that run-up, it's not a game of cricket, it's an event. Every ball is an event. Enjoy yourself, make sure that you put up a great show for the people, for them to see, for them to enjoy that. And at the same time, your aim should be taking wickets rather than hurting people. I heard, one of the most greatest player of the all time, my favorite, Sachin Tendulkar, I hit him on the head and I hit him on the ribs. I broke his rib in Guwahati, and I felt really bad because he's one of the nicest guys that I came across. And he is the guy that, I admire the most. And, Virat Kohli is there, Babar is there, and Zamam is one of the greatest of all time, and Wasim Akram is there, greatest of all time. In my personal opinion, the greatest of all time has to be 3 people: Shane Warne, Wasim Akram, and Sachin Tendulkar. These are the greatest amongst out of 180 years. So, but hitting batsmen, it was not fun. I'll be very honest with you. I was quite aggressive on the field. I knew that I hurt so many batsmen, but taking wicket is more fun than hurting people. And I felt really bad hitting Brian Lara. I felt really bad, so I just hugged him. I made sure next morning I hugged him. I kissed him on the forehead. I told him, I'm so sorry. He said, if you're sorry, then bowl down there. Nah? Why are you bowling up here? So, again, the Sachin Tendulkar, that I never enjoy hitting him. But he was one of the most brutal force that I ever came across. He is the greatest of all time. So, yeah. My favorite deliveries has to be one, Sachin, getting him out on the first ball. My Kolkata, yeah. The second is hitting Brian Lara in his neck. And third, third has to be again hitting Gary Christie on the chest. No, on the face. No, I'm just kidding. My best three deliveries were Sachin and getting Gilchrist out in Colombo in the Yorker in 2002, and my third or fourth test match, I getting Jack Callis out on a very pacey delivery. So that was my favorite. Yeah. I don't want to blame this generation because they're born in an era of T20. You see. So they travel, lodge, and play, and second day they wake up and then they play again. So they don't have much time to recover, to bowl the fastest delivery. You know, if you just have a rest for 6 months and come back and train and recuperate yourself and then rebuild yourself, and then you can, obviously can bowl at the fastest, right? So I have nothing against this generation. But I also believe, you know, the that you want to see, amount of the aggression that you want to see, that is also missing out in the world cricket. Plus the laws are very stiff and very strict when it comes to, you know, saying something. And back in the days, I used to kick and punch and pull and push. You know, that has to be there a little bit, you know, keep the game interesting, you know. I believe in body contact. So, you know, this thing needs to come back. You know, the aggression comes back. Every English sport, any white man sports, you see, there's the body contact is there, right? So as you talk about ice hockey to football to everything, I don't believe that, you know, you're hitting people or abusing people, but there's some kind of aggression has to be there to keep the, you know, charm up.
Thank you. Thank you, Shoaib.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, everyone, for your wonderful questions. I hope everyone is happy and got your answers well. Thank you so much, Shoaib Akhtar. So we are closing the press conference for now. See you soon for the signing ceremony again. Thank you so much.
On the helmet or getting 5 wickets. And
sorry?
You see Babar Azam playing for Pakistan in the 2027 World Cup, ODI World Cup.
Yeah, I really want Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Babar Azam to play the World Cup. You know, he just got a couple of hundreds, Virat Kohli. He's one of the most greatest player of the history of the modern times. And I really think that, you know, Rohit is the formidable force. And he should be out there. He needs to be out there. And we got to make sure that, you know, we will see him in the World Cup. I mean, I don't know how the thing's going to pan out in India. But, you know, these are the most fantastic talent who's just carried the burden of cricket Team India. And that's what I like to see. Honestly, I think this is, having Rohit Sharma in the team, he's a team and a half. He's the one man that who can actually take the game away within 10 overs. And also, Babar Azam is looking good. I think he's an asset for us, and he's a star. He's a star for my country, and you know, really needs to go out there and express himself, and that's what I like to see from Babar Azam. I'm sure he's going to do just fine. I really hope to see all three of them in 2027. Yes.
And who are your favorite teams to lift the World Cup in the coming?
The first memory is in Bangladesh. When I landed back here, I didn't know I was as popular in Pakistan as I was in Bangladesh too. So that love stayed with me till the day now.
Any more question?
Hi Shoaib, this is Arifin from Daily Star. Can you just... I
think the Sean Tate is one of the best coaches that you have when it comes to fast bowling. You don't need me after Sean Tate. I'll be honest with you, I think you're going to keep on working with him. He's one of the fantastic guys, one of the most honest people that you can have. And if I ever come in Bangladesh, I'm going to come as the people's champion of their heart. and that's why I like to come back to Bangladesh. And I have no plans, to coach any other teams. But if the opportunity comes, since I have immense love for Bangladeshis. You know that, I've been saying a lot of good things about you in the media, and I always made sure that, Bangladeshi fans always gets the best love from me. And if any opportunity arises, then we'll look into it. If I can give some time, the time that I don't have, you see, that is the big problem. But I think the Sean Tate is the best choice that you have. I think you should work with him. And Nahid Rana is the advice for him is that, just to keep your training level up when it comes to the muscle mass. The fast bowling is all about taking the stress on the body. And the body only can take stress if you have the muscles. And the lean muscles, the high repetition training, and keep the pace up and keep the attitude right up on the ninth sky. And if he does do that, have a belief that you can be one of the greatest thing in this world. I think they can go far. And I've seen that in Taskin. And he is looking very good. He's looking sharp. He's looking focused. And so is Nahid Rana. I think if he is kept on going along with a great training session when it comes to training properly, I think I'll give him advice at the same time, if I ever see him. So I'll make sure that, I'll tell him what are the trades and the secrets of the training. If he gets that, I think he will go far. But the most important is that attitude that you have towards life, and that reflects on the field. What you are off the field, you are exactly what you are on the field. So the attitude, it is the main thing that, you gotta have as a fast bowler, that you gotta dominate the show.
Maharush.
And what are your remarks about the Bangladeshi pace unit as they are growing? They are doing a good.